Hi, I'm Mark Morehouse from the Cedar Rapids Gazette, and this is the 2-minute drill for Iowa's road trip to Purdue. I hate to be unoriginal, but Purdue's stadium, Ross-Ade Stadium, did have a sinkhole in it a few weeks ago, and I'm just going to go there because it's kind of symbolic, really, of what Purdue hasn't been the last few years. But here's the thing about sinkholes, they don't really care what uniform you're wearing, it will pull you in. Just ask Nebraska last year at Purdue. It had its season ruined by losing there at West Lafayette last year. Iowa's not immune to that. That can happen to Iowa. That is really what Iowa has to guard against that this week. And that's why this week is really all about Iowa. The Hawkeyes had some hard-won gains last week in the rush game, gained 100 more yards than they did the week previous against Northwestern. I thought Akram Wadley, obviously won the game with a 54-yard run, and LaShawn Daniels had a 31-yard rush. I think those two are really kind of making sweet music together, if you will. They've split almost 850 yards. They've split almost 11 touchdowns right down the middle. 3 offensive linemen were changed last week. To me, that's kind of, like when you have a lab puppy and it's barking like a sock or a glass of milk. You just kind of got to nudge it and make it forget about the milk or the sock, and it does its thing. Iowa's offensive line, I think, got its nudge with 3 players being moved around last week. The defense kind of broke through. That was the biggest question going into last week against Purdue, or against Minnesota. Iowa stopped the run like it hadn't all season. I think Iowa can keep that up. I think the standard is starting to stick. I really liked the defensive line's game last week. 4 guys rated positively in Pro Football Focus grades this week, and that's kind of where you want it. You want your defensive lineman grading like that. Desmond King, keep doing what you're doing. Fantastic player. I think on the radio show last night, Gary Dolphin had a poll. Is Desmond playing better this year than they did last year? Yeah, he is. Iowa 20, Purdue 10.